Yes, I'm back here yet again, and that means I'm back with part 2 of going through the rest of my VHS tape collection. Yeah. Anyways, let's start off with some oddballs and stuff. First, the doubles. I have two of each of these movies for some reason, and I do not know why. I don't know why. First is Forrest Gump. Yeah, I don't know why I have two of them. Two copies. I don't know. I do not know why. This one has like writing on it, if you can't see, on the bottom. There's like a price, and like I think that's even a date, 8/23. I don't know. Maybe we got this one at a yard sale. Or where did this one come from? I don't know. I really don't know. But we have two of them. They even have the identical like sticker on the back. See the silver sticker? Yeah. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I think this one's older though, because this one doesn't have anything on the bottom that much. The sticker kind of, the silver sticker kind of rubbed off on the bottom. But this one has it. So, yeah, I think this one might be older. And then, another double. Again, I do not know why I have doubles of these movies, but for richer or poor. You know, that one movie with Tim Allen and I forget what her name is. Kirstie Alley. Yeah. Doubles of this one, too. I don't know why. This one's a little bit different, though, because this one says Universal Comedy Greats on the top of it, and the other one doesn't. So, yeah, I do not know why I have doubles of these movies, but I do. By the way, this isn't that bad of a movie. It's actually kind of funny. And, of course, you know, Forrest Gump is good. It's a good movie. But, yeah. And now, to continue with the oddball stuff. A lot of this oddball stuff is just, like, stuff that got left here. You know, either by my sister or my brother-in-law, or some of my mom's movies as well, that I just happened to have as well. So, yeah. First is Fools Rush In with good old Matthew Perry. Rest in peace. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a comedy, if I remember right. It's also a little bit of a romance as well. It has Selma, I don't remember how to pronounce her name. Selma Hayek. That's who that is. It's a little bit of a romance and a comedy and whatnot. It's actually pretty funny, if I remember. But yeah, pretty good movie. Next is, I think this one is one of my mom's movies. Air Force One with Harrison Ford. Yeah. Pretty good movie, though. Pretty good movie. But, yeah. And next is, I actually don't know if this is my mom's or one of my sister's movies, or sister or my brother-in-law's movies. I don't know which one, but The Pelican Brief. I don't even remember if I ever watched this one. But it has, what's her name? Julia Roberts, and also Denzel Washington and stuff in it. But I don't remember if I ever watched this one, so I have really nothing to say about this one. Pelican Brief. Next this is definitely my brother-in-law's. All About the Benjamins. He used to love these kinds of movies. It has Ice Cube, and I don't remember who that guy is. Mike Epps, I don't know who that is. But yeah, Ice Cube was in a lot of movies and comedies and stuff back in the day. Not so much anymore, even though I think he is in that terrible War of the Worlds movie that came out recently. You know. If you know, you know. But yeah, All About the Benjamins. If I remember, that one was actually pretty good too. Next is, this one's my sister's, definitely. Because she was a big Eminem fan. 8 Mile. Good old 8 Mile. Classic. A really good movie, honestly. Really great movie. I really liked it. And I always loved the case because it's like almost pure black. And there's not like much to it. It just shows Eminem. Marshall Mathers. But yeah, this also has Brittany Murphy in it as well. Rest in peace. But yeah. Really great movie though. Really great movie. And next is, I think this was one of my mom's movies again. She kind of likes these kind of movies. A Few Good Men. Yeah. This one has, I think Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson and stuff. It's one of those like war-ish movies, but it's also like a courtroom drama kind of movie too, if I remember right. Yeah. It's a pretty good movie if I remember. It's been a while since I've ever seen it, but yeah. Yeah. Next is this one is definitely my mom's. She likes Nicolas Cage. The Family Man. Yeah. A really great movie though. Kind of funny. But also kind of sad as well. Kind of weirdly sad. If you know, you know. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those, like, amnesia, but, like, magical, you know, like, what if things. Really great movie, though. You know, it's kind of like a family type of movie. Families could watch. But it's also, like I said, weirdly sad at times, if I remember. But yeah, really great movie. And next is, this one's my sister's, definitely. But it's a really great movie. 13 Going on 30. You know, if you know this movie, it's a classic. Millennial classic. Has Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo and I don't know anybody else. But it's like you know, she wakes up as a 30-year-old, or she wishes that she was, you know, 30-something years old or whatever, older adult, and then she wakes up as one, and yeah, and that whole thing, and shenanigans, and like love and romance and stuff like that. It's a classic millennial movie, and a really great movie too. Comedy, romance, a little bit of drama, and yeah, really great. Really great. And next is another millennial classic, but this one I don't really know much about because I think I only watched once. Raise Your Voice with good old Hilary Duff. Yeah. It's a great movie. From what I remember, but I don't remember that much about it. I think, like I said, I only seen it once. But yeah, this one still has plastic on it, as you can see. But it's been open. Yeah. So I have watched it. But I don't remember that much about it. It's one of those, you know, find your voice, you know, singing type of movies and whatever. But yeah. It's a pretty good movie if I remember. From what I remember, even though I've seen it only once. But yeah, no, this one is definitely, I think this is my brother-in-law's movie too. At TV. Yeah, this is a weird fucking movie. It's like you ever want your entire life to be a TV show? Yeah, that's basically the whole premise. But it's really weird, like really strange. It has what's his face in it, Matthew McConaughey, and yeah, oh, and Elizabeth Hurley too. Yeah, and whoever that one guy is. Oh, that's Woody Harrelson. Okay. But yeah. It's a really strange but kind of funny movie, if I remember. But yeah. And next is, oh, I think this one's another one of my mom's movies. Far and Away. That's Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in it. Yeah. I don't remember that much about this one. It's a Victorian or 1980, not Victorian, 1892. You know, it's an 1800s movie, according to what the back of it says. Yeah. PG-13, 1992. Oh, that's the year I was born. I don't know if I ever watched this one. I don't remember it at all. But yeah, Far and Away with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Next is a really old one, a classic. I don't know if this is my mom's or my brother-in-law's because he kind of likes older movies too, so it might be either one. But Footloose. Yeah, classic. If you don't know Footloose, then yeah. It's a classic. It has good old I always forget what his name is. What is his name? Oh, yeah. Kevin Bacon and whatnot. Yeah. It's a really good movie, though. And it also is has, Kenny Loggins music in it. And Holding Out for Heroes in it as well. Yeah. Really great movie with really great music and stuff in it as well. Classic. A real classic. And next is, I think, another one of my mom's movies. I think, because she likes these type of movies. The Firm. Yeah, another Tom Cruise. She likes Tom Cruise. I couldn't tell. But yeah. Now I remember this one because this one is kind of weirdly a spy movie in a way, But it's not really a spy movie, but you know what I mean. Like it's like has that mystery and shit to it. Yeah. It's a really pretty if I remember right, it's a pretty good movie. It also has never mind, I thought it had someone else in it. Never mind. I don't know. I can't. Maybe it has someone else in it, but I can't remember. And this one is my mom's too, and I still to this day don't understand where she got this. But we've had this for a while, and it was always here. Jesus, good old Jesus movie. It's just called Jesus. Non-specific. Jesus. Yeah, it's one of my mom's movies. It's the story of Jesus, I guess. I don't know how much of Jesus' life. It shows a baby, so I don't know. Maybe it's the beginning to end. I really don't know. I don't remember that much of it. If I remember right, it wasn't that bad of a movie, even if it was a religious Jesus movie. But, yeah. Excuse me. Get my drink here. Okay, next is actually movies that I do remember. They were technically mine, or at least mine growing up. And start off with Flintstones. The live action one, the underrated one, the one that everyone forgets exists. One of the first live action movies, actually, surprisingly. Back before they were doing them constantly. But yeah. Very 90s movie. Good old John Goodman as Fred Flintstone, if you remember. But yeah, and live action puppet Dino. It's a really underrated movie. The sequel kind of sucks because they didn't use any original people that was in this one. They didn't use John Goodman or any of the other ones. And it kind of sucks. This one also has Halle Berry in it, apparently. Oh yeah, the hot secretary. Always forget about that. But yeah. Really great movie. Underrated. Highly, highly underrated. Next is, this is really old, from my childhood. Anybody remember VeggieTales? If you know, you know. Yeah. If you grew up as a church-going kid, you know VeggieTales. Yeah, I actually borrowed this from church when I was a kid, and I never ended up giving it back to him. And I still have it. As you can see, VeggieTales, God wants me to forgive him, you know. It's those animated vegetables and fruits and stuff. Ooh, we got Larry the Cucumber back here. He's a classic. But yeah, it's a really great movie. Really great movie. It's fun. VeggieTales is a classic. And the theme song, if you know, yeah. Look, there they are down there. With the big idea. Larry the Cucumber and, oh, what was his name? Tom the Apple? Or Tom the Tomato? I think that was what they were called. Yeah. Really great. I was trying to see if there was a year on this, but I don't see no year. Maybe there's a year on the actual tape. No. No year. Damn it. I was hoping there would be a year on it, but no. But yeah, if you know VeggieTales, it's really good. They're fun to watch even now, even though they're basically propaganda. But yeah. Next is Charlotte's Web, the animated one. Oh, wait, no, this is the back of it. This is the front. Charlotte's Web. The animated one. I swear I used to have the live action one on VHS or something, but apparently not. So yeah, I only got the cartoon one. The cartoon one's really good too. Live action one's good too. But yeah, for some reason it had a... Okay, apparently I purchased this at McDonald's, or we got this at McDonald's. Yeah, I don't remember that. But yeah, a really great movie. The tape's even in there backwards. Next is something that I don't know if anyone will remember or even recognize. The buttercream gain. Do you guys know what the buttercream gain is? I don't know where I got this. But we've had this for years. It's like one of our oldest VHS tapes. The buttercream gain. 1992. Yeah, that's the year I was born as well. But yeah, we've always had this movie. It's one of those like Babysitter Club type movies, if you know what I mean. But it's like for guys mainly. And I don't exactly remember what it's about. I was reading on here to see if I could figure out what it's about, but this kind of tells me, but not really. It's basically like a game thing, but not really. Like kid games, you know, like, like I said, like Babysitter's Club, or what was that one? The Rascals, if you know that movie. Yeah, it was one of those type of movies. And it's like, yeah, it's a very family-oriented movie. This video cassette is not for resale, rental, or out library. Of course not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we got this from church, too. It could be. Maybe we got this from church, too, and we just never gave it back, and we kept it for all these years. But yeah, it even has, like, a parent thing. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, this brings me back. I don't even remember what it's about. That's the awful thing. I need to watch it again to see if I refresh my memory. But yeah, the buttercream gain. Anybody know about the buttercream game? And next is Men in Black. Now this is weird. I know it says Men in Black 2, but this isn't Men in Black 2. I don't know why I have it like this, but if you can read, this is the first Men in Black. Why is it in Men in Black 2's case? I don't know. I literally do not know. I think we got this at a yard sale and they cheaped us out of the second movie. Because I think we wanted, or I wanted the second movie, but I ended up getting the first movie, which, don't get me wrong, the first movie is great too. But, yeah. It's just one of those things. Just one of those things. Men in Black, the first one, and Men in Black 2's case, for some reason. Really great movie. Both of them are really great movies. And next is kind of more of an adult movie, but yeah. I remember watching this as like a 12 or 13-year-old. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Another classic. If you know, you know. Yeah. Straight 90s movie. Really great movie, too, honestly. But, yeah. If you know that one scene from when they had that RV in the front yard and the hose and everything. Yeah. And next is, this was my sister's technically, but I kind of claimed it as my own because I ended up really loving this movie. Mean Girls. Another millennial classic. Yeah. A really great movie, honestly. One that did get a sequel, but the sequel kind of sucked, if you remember. Yeah, it's so fucking quotable. It's too quotable for its own good. Yeah. Really great movie, honestly. Oh, yeah. Lindsay Lohan and, I don't remember the other ones, but Amanda Seyfried. I think that's how you pronounce that one girl's name. And I don't remember the other ones at all. But yeah, really great movie. Next is Dr. Dolittle 2. The one with Archie the Bear and stuff. That's the sequel. I swear I used to have the first Dr. Dolittle as well for VHS, but it wasn't here, so I don't know. But yeah, another classic. You know. There's a monkey. And the bear and the talking raccoon, and you know they were on the forest and the bear was trying to find a mate and stuff, and yeah. It's a really great movie. That also had Raven Simone in it, and she played his daughter, and yeah. Really great movie. Oh, and yeah, the chameleon. I remember the chameleon. But yeah, good old Eddie Murphy and Dr. Dolittle too. And next is, these are in order, by the way, as you couldn't tell. They're not in order in like age or you know, year or whatever. I couldn't do that. But next is the kind of reboot of Beverly Hillbillies. The 90s one, I think. I think this was 90s. It doesn't say, but yeah. 90s. There's another big piece of dust on that one. But yeah, Beverly Hillbillies. A classic. A real classic. Oh yeah, 1993. Yep. Year after I was born. But yeah, it's a really great movie. Honestly, one of the better reboots of existing property. But yeah, really great movie. Also, I love him. I always forget what his actor's name is. Diedrich Bader. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah. I always love him. Really great movie, though. Another one is... This one still has plastic on it. Shanghai Nights. This one came from Walmart, as you could tell. Yeah, this was the sequel. Because I think the other one was called Shanghai Noon or something. Yeah, they tried to do like another buddy cop movie with Jackie Chan. Except this time they had what was his name? Owen Wilson. Yeah, in it. But yeah, it was a really great movie. The other one's really good too. But yeah, this was the sequel. Really great. Another really great movie. Another remake. This one's really underrated, and I don't care what anyone says. I love this one. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp. I love this one to death. And I don't care what anyone else says. Anyone else who calls it bad or cringe or whatever. I don't care. This one's great. It's iconic. But yeah. And there's the Oompa Loompas in the back. They're all the same guy, by the way, if anyone didn't know that. But yeah, so iconic. It has so many good songs and moments and scenes and stuff, and he is just a perfect Willy Wonka. And it actually also kept the underlying creepiness of, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, whole thing, kids like getting hurt and almost dying and everything, and whatnot. It kept the creepiness of it, the underlying creepiness, because I think it was made by Tim Burton, wasn't it? I don't know, it doesn't say. But yeah. Oh yeah, see, Tim Burton. Directed by Tim Burton. Yeah. Really great movie, though. Highly, highly underrated, and I will forever love this movie no matter what anyone else says. Yeah. Next is a really old one. We've had this VHS tape for years. Lassie and the Painted Hills. Good old Lassie. There were so many Lassie movies and like random things with Lassie. I don't even know. I don't think this is the original. I could be wrong about that. I do not know, because there was so much Lassie stuff. Movies and like I think there was even a TV show too. Yeah. 1989. 1989. That's the year on that. Good lord. This is even older than the other ones. But yeah. Good old Lassie. Now, I couldn't tell you anything about what this specific movie was. This Lassie, I don't know. I really don't know. Next is something a little bit weird. Some classic Walt Disney cartoons. Specifically, it looks like the Pluto ones. The ones about Pluto. Yeah. This is really old. look at the VHS tape. Good lord. Yeah. How old is this? I wanted to see. Of course it doesn't say. Well, it says how old the actual cartoons are, but the tape itself, I don't know. But because the old cartoons are like from the 30s and 40s. Yep. But I don't think the tape came from the 30s or 40s. Because VHS tapes weren't a thing back then. It doesn't say. It just says Walt Disney Company. But yeah. This started my love for like that classic old timey cartoon look. I used to love that growing up. I think this was one of the things that really made me love it. Watching this, and I think I had some other ones too, which they're not. Oh, I see them. I see one right here, which we'll get to later. But yeah, this is another one that's made me love that old classic, old timey, 30s 40s cartoon as a kid. And next is another millennial classic, a highly underrated movie, Robots. Good old Robots. There's Bender and Rodney Copperbottom, which Robin Williams played Bender. Rest in peace. And yeah, really great movie. Really highly underrated. Highly underrated. Really funny. Fun and imaginative. That's definitely right. Apparently it was made by the creators of Ice Age. Oh yeah, Blue Sky. I always forget about that. 20th Century Fox. Yeah. Really great movie, though. Really great movie. And next is... Oh yeah, I remember this. I love this movie to death. Because it's one of the best Bigfoot-related movies ever. Harry and the Hendersons. This movie actually started my love for, Bigfoot and Sasquatch-related stuff, and, cryptids and stuff like that. This actually was one of the first ones I actually ever seen about that sort of thing, and yeah, it really started my love for him, honestly. It's a really great movie, too. Harry and the Hendersons. And it was a really good, suit, by the way. The Bigfoot suit. It was a really great one. It looked really realistic and whatnot. Even for 1987. Good Lord, we've had this for a while. I don't think we bought it in 1987, no. But yeah, it came out in 1987. But yeah, it was a really great movie. Started my love for Bigfoot and Sasquatch-related stuff. Anyways, next is... Now this, I swear I have the original one of this, but I couldn't find it anywhere with all these VHS tapes. So, again, I do not know where it is. I hope I didn't sell it. I don't think I did, but I could be wrong. Either that or it's just floating around somewhere in a box. But, oh, yeah, Scooby-Doo 2. Monsters Unleashed. The first one, I have too, but I don't know where it is. I couldn't find it anywhere. At all. But, yeah, this is the second one. Another classic. The first one's better in my opinion, but this one's also really good too. This one has the infamous potion scene. If you know, you know. And also, the disco scene as well. With Disco Scooby-Doo and dancing and whatnot. But yeah. Really great movie. Highly underrated. Both of the movies. This first one and the second one. But, yeah. And next is another sequel, Shrek 2. Now, I guess it's another case of I swear I had the first one, but it wasn't here, so I do not know what happened to it. I couldn't find it anywhere, so yeah. Shrek 2, a classic. Almost everyone's other favorite Shrek movie. It's usually Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 is the favorite, and then Shrek the Third gets the hate, undeservedly, I might add, but yeah, at least in my opinion. But yeah, Shrek 2 is a great movie. And yeah, they finally did release the Shrek 5 trailer too. Recently, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, ooh. Next is something kind of different, but I remember these. SpongeBob. Deep Sea Sillies. This has had a collection of episodes. It has Just One Bite. It has Remember Man and Barnacle Boy. It has Tea at Treatome. It has The Paper and Born Again Crabs. Some classic episodes. I remember I used to have a bunch, not a bunch, but I have like, I think 4 altogether. These type of VHS tapes. It's just a collection of SpongeBob episodes. Because used to love SpongeBob back in the day. I still kind of do. But even though modern SpongeBob is kind of, yeah. Anyways, SpongeBob. The next one is another SpongeBob, and this one is iconic. That one had something like dust on it or something. But yeah, this VHS tape is iconic. This case of it, I should say. That's a classic SpongeBob case. This one has Shane Hyde, that special episode. Gary Takes a Bath, Hooky, Life of Crime, and Pickles. You forgot the pickles. But yeah, really great movie. Now this one, I got at Walmart. And this was one of the few things that my dad ever bought me for one of my birthdays. Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, this was one of the few things he ever bought me for one of my birthdays. I remember that specifically. But yeah, really great. Really great. SpongeBob. Excuse me. Another drink. And another SpongeBob. Kind of similar to that Deep Sea Buddies one. This one's called Sponge Buddies. Yeah. This one has Jellyfishing, Dying for Pie, Wormy, FUN, Fun, and Club SpongeBob. A bunch of classic episodes. Yeah. It even has Steven Hilberg's like signature right here. I didn't even notice that. I don't know if they all do. I don't know, they don't really. Oh, the blue one does. But this, I guess this one and this one did. But yeah. Really, some really classic episodes of SpongeBob. And next is another one of them, the last one. Nautical Nonsense. This one has Rip Pants, SB129, you know that Future Chrome episode, Texas, Graveyard Shift, and Something Smells. Oh yeah, the Onion Breath. I forgot about that. Graveyard Shift, as well as another, the Haslaining Slasher. But yeah, really great episodes, really classic episodes, more classic SpongeBob. And that's the end of the SpongeBob. At least, yeah, I don't see any more SpongeBob. Now, speaking of SpongeBob, I swear I had the first movie on VHS tape. It wasn't there. I don't know what happened to it. Anyways, next. More classic cartoons. Casper. Now, this is really old. I know this says 1995, but you can tell how old it is by the way it looks. Look at the actual cartoons and stuff. Yeah, this was not made in the 90s. Even though the tape came out in the 90s, but the cartoon itself, I think, came out way, way, way before. It doesn't say, though. Yeah, it doesn't say. But yeah, this was another one of those classic cartoon VHS tapes that I had that really made me love classic cartoons. I still to this day love classic cartoons. But yeah. Anyways, next is, oh yeah, oh man, kind of a sad one. Milo Notice. God, yeah, this movie was entirely sad. And if you know the production and how many freaking cats and dogs and just random animals and stuff in this movie fucking died to make this movie. Yeah, if you know, you know. The production of this fucking movie is just fucking fucked up and depressing and a lot of dead animals and stuff. It's just like, yeah. The movie itself is sad as well. It's like really, yeah, really sad, but but pretty good. You know, it's like that Homeward Bound type of movie. You know, but apparently it's also made. I didn't know this at the time, but this was also a Japanese movie. It was actually made in Japan and stuff. I didn't know at the time, but yeah. But yeah, the production of this and the amount of fucking animals they just fucking killed or accidentally killed or whatever was just fucked up. But yeah, still a pretty good movie. Sad, but yeah. Anyways, next is, oh man, does anybody know what this is? I bet no one will know what this is. Lumpkin the Pumpkin. It was a weird Halloween kind of related classic movie. You know, had that classic cartoon kind of thing. Made for kids. Wonder how many people actually know what Lumpkin the Pumpkin is. I specifically remember these. These are actually really good. It's really simple though. It was not very long. It was 25 minutes long. So it wasn't very long. And next is, I don't remember this, but I know why I have this though. Daniel and the Super Dogs. Yeah, my name's Daniel, by the way. That's why I have this. Someone, probably my grandma, gave this to me for my birthday because it was called that. Yeah, because of my name's Daniel. But yeah. I don't remember what this movie was even about, though. I don't remember it at all. But it seems like one of those, you know, one of those family animal dog kind of movies. You know what I mean? Yeah. And next is, oh my god, I forgot I had this. The horrifying, very horrifying, JJ the Jet Plane. You could add fucking horror music to this, to seeing that fucking face. Ugh. This had a bunch of episodes from JJ the Jet Plane. If anyone remembers the horrifying JJ the Jet Plane cartoon. Yeah. It was fucking horrifying. But apparently I liked it enough to get a VHS tape. Or someone thought I would like it as a kid. And maybe as a kid you probably liked it because you didn't think it was that fucking horrifying. But it is. Oh my god. But yeah. Very horrifying. And now it has a... Oh, there he is. There's actual JJ. I didn't know. But yeah, now it has kind of an infamous reputation on the internet next to certain people. If you know, you know. But, yeah. Next is, the original Home Alone, a classic. Yeah. There's a big piece of dust. There. Oh, there's more. God. This one must have been back in there. Yeah, a classic. Home Alone. I was just making sure it was actually Home Alone. With good old Kevin McAllister and the other two burglar guys, which I always... Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. That was the Marv. That's who played Marv. Yeah, really classic. The sequel's really good, too. I thought I had the sequel, but apparently I don't. Okay. Next is another classic. And yet another sequel, too. Santa Claus 2. Yeah, I don't have the first one. But yeah, I specifically remember wanting this one because this one was one of my favorites. I actually love Santa Claus 2. More than the first one. The first one's good too, don't get me wrong, but the second one is really great. Good old Tim Allen and Santa Claus and whatnot. And then you had the, oh man, he's not on here, but the fake Santa that was really uncanny in a toy, if you remember that. Yeah. But yeah, this was a really great movie, and it's one of my favorite of the Santa Clauses. The third one's kind of, if you know, yeah, it's kind of poopy, but yeah. Second one's great, and the first one's great too. And yet another classic cartoon type of thing, Bugs Bunny, Volume 1, apparently. More Bugs Bunny cartoons. Or more classic cartoons from like the 80s. Well, this is like probably from the 30s or 40s too. Or maybe 50s. I really don't know. It says color, so it might be from the color. But the tape itself came from 1989, so it's 80s. But yeah. The cartoons are even older though. But yeah, this actually really made me, like I said, the ones I had, the random ones I showed you off already, made me really enjoy like classic cartoons and the way they look and everything. I really love classic cartoons. As a kid, and I still do to this day. I still watch them every so often. They're still fun to watch. But yeah. And last, weirdly enough, is probably one of the last VHS tapes I ever bought. Back before, way, when they were about to, stop making them. The Looney Tunes. Back in action. The technical sequel, I know eventually Space Jam did get an actual sequel, but the technical sequel of Space Jam, it was the second one. It was the second, Looney Tunes go to the real world type of movie. So technically it was the sequel to Space Jam, but it wasn't really related to Space Jam, and yeah, it had good old Brendan Fraser, gotta love him, and the bad guy, who literally looks like the governor of Ohio right now. If you know, you know. Governor DeWine. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those type of movies. And I think this literally was one of the last VHS tapes I ever, bought myself or had given, was bought. Back before, like when they stopped making them. But yeah. It's one of the last ones, I think. But yeah, it's a really classic movie and really great movie as well. Highly, highly, highly underrated. But yeah, that was all my VHS tapes. And that's all now. I could literally say that's all because there's no more. Couldn't find any more. If there is any more, they're just floating around somewhere. I mean, there is the other ones that you may have seen behind me back there. I might go through them in a different video, especially the certain collection that's way down there, like right there. There's a certain kind of collection I want to show off too. I might do that, but way later. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all my VHS tape collection movies. And yeah. Hope you all enjoyed whatever the fuck this was.